Try not to laugh. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Six Gaming Podcast. Filling in for your host, as always, it's Ron Clee. Shosan apparently has a sleepy wife and can't introduce the section that he loves to introduce. It's his favorite part of the show. And he screams it at the top of his lungs every time. But I do have one illustrious co-host this week, hailing from the northern reaches of Canada, which, by the way, your country lost at curling. What the hell?
We also lost at hockey.
Women's hockey? I don't know about men's hockey.
I'm not sure which one it was, but we lost to Germany.
Okay, that's men's hocky.
Women's hockey lost to US. men's hockey in US lost to someone. They would have played the Russian, and it would have been the Miracle on Ice again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, the U.S. curling team won their first ever gold medal.
Women's.
Was that against Canada?
No, men's. They beat Canadian in the semifinals and had to play Sweden, and they were 5-5 through 8 ends, and they scored 5 in the 9th.
Yeah, women's lost to Norway or Sweden.
Yeah, and it was kind of cool because the Swedish guy, on his second, what would have been his second to last throw or something, he kind of did this like spin move when he threw his rocket filler.
Yeah,
anyway, attention grabber. How's it going?
Yeah. Hi. Pretty good. Making money is nice.
Making money is good. Yes.
Yep. Always good.
Yes.
Always good.
And the man who wishes that he could create money from his video card.
I do wish I could do that, but I can no longer do that.
Oh,
not really feasible.
Dan, how's it going?
Has it ever been feasible?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You were in the early days of
like 2012 or 13 or whenever it was.
Yeah, we'll be talking a whole lot about this today.
Yeah, I spent this week up to my elbows in recently slaughtered pigs for work. So that was an interesting experience.
Huh?
Yeah, so I mean, I wouldn't really call it animal testing because when you think of that, it's like cosmetics and they have like live animals and cages and whatever. But I work in medical device design. And so you can either do cadaver testing, which is like normal medical testing, right?
Was it slaughtered pigs because pigs have a very close internal organ structure to humans? I think that's what it was.
Yeah. So some of it's that's basically tissue density is about the same, and some other stuff like that. And it also happens that there's a lab that provides tissue from recently slaughtered pigs to medical device companies.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
And it's nice because sometimes when you do testing for medical devices, you use a sedated pig, like a living pig, and then they euthanize it afterwards. And as much as I'll eat bacon that morning and have barbecue that night and not ever think about it, like working on a live pig just it makes you sad. And being in a slaughterhouse is kind of sad in a way, but at this particular one, they also pack out the meat. Like, so it's not like you're wasted. It's, use every part of the buffalo. Like, we were using every part of the pig. We were doing our work, to help people. And also the pig was getting eaten afterwards. So it wasn't, weird. So
that sounds delicious.
Anyway,
by the way, this is a gaming podcast, guys. So
it is. I'm just saying that was my week. So it is nice to be home and not at a slaughterhouse.
Dan, I did want to call you out for abandoning me last week.
You
abandoned me last week and left me with Veg, and that was not a good time.
I can't believe that. That's the one I might have watched
him. I was there too.
You were there. You kind of backed me up. You were cool. But oh my god, last week
I wanted to watch that on the plane, and then I forgot about it. So I need to still watch that and just.
Oh man, it was.
You don't have anything between your hands and your face that you could use because you'll be like this the whole time.
The next time,
pretty awesome.
It's like Veg and Ron and myself. I'm gonna have some emergency that comes up.
I am gonna turn off my ad blocker because it is going insane.
Oh yeah, I've got like 7,000 blocked ads. I don't
get
how that even makes sense.
Welcome. This is episode 151. We're glad to have you all with us. And we're going to start off with Shosan's favorite part of the show. This is why he can't be here today, because of the way he announces it would wake up his wife. So does someone want to give a shot at it? Because I can't do it.
You can't or you won't. We should just get a pre-recording of Shosan yelling news.
Ron, was that
and then just play it?
That was Kathy, yes. We used to have we had 2 recordings of good news, everyone. One from Futurama and one from World of Warcraft that we've used at different times in the life cycle of the podcast. We don't use them anymore. But yeah,
I see.
I like the whisper.
Everyone.
I like the whisper. The whisper is pretty good. But anyway, we have not a whole lot. It has been a slow week, and I would like to thank. I can't believe we're getting into politics. I would like to thank our president for this, because pretty much this entire news cycle this week has been about what we talked about last week with the Florida shooting and video game connections that they're trying to come up with. It did come out, by the way, that the shooter was very much addicted to some video games.
Really?
Yeah.
So are lots of people that don't kill people.
Yes, I don't kill anyone. Wait, I'm not addicted.
I actually saw a clip from Malcolm in the Middle recently. They were playing a violent video game, and their mom says, "Oh, you can't be playing this," and she turns it on to like a science channel, and immediately they just start fighting each other. It's like, "I wanted the chips. Take him." He throws them in his face, and he starts punching each other and yelling and screaming.
Great.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's it's been pretty crappy, but we did get some pieces of news. I don't remember. Did we talk about the Warcraft 3 patch last week?
Nope.
Blizzard has released a new patch for Warcraft 3 in preparation for their first ever Warcraft 3 Invitational tournament.
What year is it?
It's 2018, man.
No.
This game is 15 years old. So yeah, they're having the patch come out. I don't know if it's out already, but it's they're going to have a whole bunch of events on Twitch, including free-for-alls, 4-on-4s, other friendly competitions. They'll have well-known Warcraft 3 competitors from around the world, and they'll all be descending into Southern California to basically showcase their talents. Grubby's going to be there. Lynn's going to be there. Remind is going to be there. There's a lot of balance adjustments. They have widescreen support now. Whole bunch of other things. It's available on the PTR, so you can check this out on PTR. I don't know when it's actually coming out, but yeah, that's Warcraft 3 Invitational. That's pretty insane. A lot of people think this might lead to a Warcraft 3 remastered version, since they just
it would make sense that they would have one.
Yeah, so maybe we'll see that in the works pretty soon. Pretty cool. I know Veg was big into Warcraft 3. Yeah, he was pretty good back in the day, ranked pretty high on the ladder. So, yeah, we'll be interested to see how that goes. Blizzard's also releasing some information on Twitter, and it's a very interesting declassified document that included somebody named Amre Sarioglu. Yeah, I shouldn't be pronouncing words like this.
Torbjorn's daughter.
No, this is a Turkish name.
Torbjorn's daughter.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's a Turkish name. I believe the name means friend. And one of the things that they were saying about this is that they think that this might be the guy that is featured in some of the other photos. Like Soldier 76 is looking at a photo of him in when he's talking to Anna. There's one of the filtered photos that has all the Overwatch people in it, and there's just one unidentified guy sitting in front of Reyes. They're thinking this might be this guy, so we'll see what exactly happens. But yeah, this is a similar teaser to how they did Anna.
Oh, Anna.
Wow.
So interesting. Yeah, so they're trying to see if it's called the document was called Operation White Dome. It might also be hinting at something else, maybe a new map or something, but it's been a while since we've had Moira, so we might have another one coming around the corner pretty soon.
I'm just waiting for my Canadian hero, honestly.
Yep. And one last piece of Blizzard news, which I completely missed yesterday. I was supposed to play this with Morphod yesterday, and his girl, and I completely forgot, and apparently he blew it off too. So we kind of like ditched each other without even realizing it. Diablo Season 13 has started. So
Season 13.
Yeah, lucky
Season 13.
Yeah. I'm gonna start it at some point. I wanted to start it yesterday, and I ended up just completely forgetting what day it was, and ended up doing something else. So, and then we just didn't bother starting.
Well, if you wait a few more days, I'll probably power level you.
Yeah. so there's that, and then we have some news on blockchain related things. Starting with, I'm going to start with Ubisoft here. Ubisoft I find this really interesting, and this might be something that could actually work. Ubisoft is exploring using blockchain technology for things such as digital collectibles. Now, if you don't know what that means, basically, if you understand like how cryptocurrency works, you have like a wallet, and it's pretty secure, even though it's it's not open source isn't the word, distributed. It's a distributed network, right? But instead of giving you like Bitcoins, they'll give you like some collectible things, like maybe something in game or something like that. And they'll use blockchain to keep track of all this, which is, it's kind of interesting. I can't really come up with a good use for this myself that, you just wouldn't use existing technology for, but maybe they have a really good idea here.
Well, like they cited,
I feel this has good potential.
They cited CryptoKitties as being something. So like, if it's some game with like guns, then it could, based on the block, it could generate a gun, right? Like,
right.
So based on the code for that timestamp of that block generation, it could be like a golden gun with a certain sight, with a certain so it would like generate the attributes of the gun, and then that would be the only gun that would have those attributes. And so there would only be one, and then you could track who has it and how it got to them, and you can sell it, and it has certain, like, so that you could do something like that.
Yeah, that's what I really think is going to really be good with this. Hopefully this is something that they can really make into something
that's pretty interesting.
Useful. I've talked about cryptocurrency in the past. I don't think it's necessarily, cryptocurrency isn't bad or anything. But it's definitely, I don't know. To me, it just, there seems like there's something amiss with it. Like, what's the point? Well, this would have a point. This would be something really good in game. So, well, I don't know. We'll see what they do with it. Ubisoft, they're hit or miss with a lot of their stuff. So, I'm not really holding my breath to see if anything good comes with it, but it sounds like there's a lot of potential here. And then the other item, what we had, this actually has to do with cryptocurrency stuff. And I lost the article. Where is it? There it is.
RIP.
So a PC Gamer article saying the hardware seller Mastrop says that NVIDIA NVIDIA is predicting graphic card prices will continue to go up throughout the year. And cryptocurrency is the whole reason for this.
Yep.
It's like, it sucks because I feel like this big boom in mining all this cryptocurrency, which basically what they're doing is they're offloading the or maybe not just offloading, but in addition to processing stuff on your CPU, calculating all those hashes, they're sending it to your graphics card. Yep. And a lot of people are buying graphics cards, and they have a computer full of graphics cards that do nothing but mine Bitcoin or whatever the hotness cryptocurrency of the week is. And that's all they do with it. And because of this, that means that demand has gone way up. Supply and demand says the prices are going to go up as well. So, and they're not seeing any stop to this year. So it's really interesting that this is continuing to happen.
That's a good thing. I've got a decent graphics card already.
Same here. Yeah, I'm. The last time I had to buy a graphics card was I want to say like 2 years ago. I
bought a 1070 about a year ago, and that was when I had just roughly around just quit my job. So
mine's an AMD. I don't remember exactly what it is though.
Yeah. Well, it's not a bad graphics card. Actually, it's a pretty good graphics card from what I hear. So I don't need to upgrade it anytime soon. So good thing I'm not going to be affected too much by this whole price increase.
Yeah, mine's an R9 290X, and it runs things pretty much at full settings, no matter what.
I've got I think 700 series or something. I don't know.
It's like I think No Man's Sky is the only one that it doesn't.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing this isn't being affected or isn't affecting motherboards and CPUs, because that's what I'm going to be upgrading in the near future.
There was something with memory not too long ago. Memory prices were shooting up too.
Memory's going up, but that's not related to this. I would wait until that whole thing with the chips. They had to slow down all the chips because of the physical problem with the security leak.
Yep.
I would wait until that's all resolved before I bought a new CPU.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I don't know if you guys saw the recent video. Just kind of like a wrap up thing here. Overwatch released a video recently of Zenyatta running.
Yeah, that was
running.
Well, someone was like, "Let Zenyatta run," and they're like, "Okay."
And they
basically
Zenyatta running.
Low effort modeling.
that's a nice way of putting it. Yes. So there was that. So do you guys have anything to add? Because I just feel like this has been a slow week.
Very slow.
Yeah, very slow week. I mean, unusually slow. Like up until like maybe an hour ago, I hadn't seen any real news stories outside the Warcraft news.
Slower than Caddy's mind this week.
Slower than Caddy's mind?
Yeah. Like
Caterpillius?
Yeah.
I didn't know his mind was slow.
It's very slow.
But yeah, we have.
I barely remember him. I just saw a memory on Facebook recently about him being a jerk and kicking me out of the guild. So.
Yeah.
Just.
I remember that. He just kicked you out randomly one day.
Yeah. Like 8 years later, boom, got you back.
Yeah. Pretty interesting. So going back onto league news, Cloud9 actually lost a couple games. They're down to 8-3 right now. After losing to lowly 100 Thieves. 100 Thieves was 5-5 before this week. So that puts Echo Fox on top of the table. TSM still sitting at 6. Hey, look, Team Liquid's in 4th. Go figure. CLG is 9th. CLG is 9th. What the hell is they doing? So CLG looking at potential relegation. And then over in the Overwatch League, New York Excelsior still kicking some ass. They're 10-2. Top of the table right now. London is 4th. They were the runners up. They're at 8-4. Houston, Seoul, all 9-3, and Los Angeles and surprising Philadelphia, all 8-4 right now. So only the Shanghai Dragons are 0-12. So unfortunate for them. Hopefully they can get back on the ball. By the way, did you guys know that they started a program on Twitch? They have Twitch drops now. And if you link if you link your Blizzard account on your you go into your Twitch profile and link your Blizzard account to it, they'll give you one. What is it? It's like what's it called? The Overwatch tokens. Oh. What are they called? We don't know what they're called, but Overwatch League tokens. We'll call them that. You get one per game you watch, and each match consists of 4 games. There's 3 matches in a day, so you can get 12 to 15 depending on if they go to a best of 5. If they tie, they play a 5th match, 5th game rather. So and after 100, you can buy a skin of your choice.
Oh wow!
You can buy any of the champions skin for any of the teams, which is kind of cool. And you get one for free. I think I don't know if that offer's still up, but if you logged in when they had it, you get 100 free tokens. So it's pretty nice. And I'm seeing some personalities I recognize in there from the League of Legends days. There's like Monte Cristo is one of the casters. He used to be a Korean League of Legends caster. One of the old junglers from Dignitas, Crumbs, he's a analyst now for Overwatch League. So it's kind of cool to see all these familiar faces show up in a different game. Yeah, that's kind of how it started, really. So A lot of crossover between the games, so it's kind of cool. So now that we've dragged out the news section as long as we possibly could, that means we're going to move on to the second half of the show. Shosan's favorite part. It's beating him up that he's missing it, and he wouldn't even wake up his wife for this. You know why? Boom! It's a playlist. Attention grabber. What have you been playing?
Just today I played exactly 12 minutes of Grand Theft Auto 5 before
exactly 12 minutes.
Exactly 12 minutes before I got extremely frustrated with the online's BS.
Like not 11:59, not 12:01, but no, 12 on the nose.
Just whatever Steam said, it said 12 minutes. Okay. And so I got so frustrated that I uninstalled the game and and requested a refund because I just got so frustrated with it.
Oh, you just bought it?
I bought it on the 18th.
What happened?
Everything was destroying my computer.
Interesting.
My internet was running extremely slowly. Mm-hmm. Every time I opened the game, it would rearrange everything on my desktop. It would, until I set it to borderless window mode, and then it stopped. But most importantly was the internet. I was on a voice chat with my buddy, and I couldn't hear it because it would cut out constantly and reconnect. Yeah,
if there's if it's eating up your CPU, it will do stuff like that.
So I just closed out the game, refunded it. I'm not dealing with it.
That sucks. You might be able to get some useful information out of either Shosan or Veg. They've played the game. I don't know if they've run into these issues.
It's too late. I've already uninstalled it's 70 gigs. I'm not reinstalling 70 gigabytes. With my internet speed, that's going to take me a full day.
You have experience. You've already done it once. Anything else you've been doing?
Slay the Spire. I played a little bit of Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Remember that game?
Never played any Isaac game.
Really?
Nope. I've watched a lot.
Yeah, Squiggy used to do it a whole lot. You hold the R button until you get a good run.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then you're done. But other than that, I haven't really played very much. Again, I have a job. I've been doing that a lot, and I've come home tired, just watch some YouTube videos, and go to sleep. So unfortunately, not much on my end.
Yeah. So Dan,
yep.
Anything you've been up?
I played some new Mario 3D World on the 3DS. Thanks, Show, for sending that to me a while back. And I played. So if you have an Android, there is an app called.
I'll look it up right now, as you say.
It's called Google Rewards, Google Opinion Rewards. And every once in a while, you get a little alert, and you get like anywhere between about 10 cents to $1 in Google Play credit. And
there used to be an iOS version of this, and it's no longer on the App Store.
Yeah, so I wonder why. They say like, which of these places were you recently? And it's options like a grocery store, a hardware store, blah, 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 blah. And as long as you don't lie, because if you start lying and say you were at these places, they're like, quit lying and you're not going to get any more surveys. But if you don't lie and you correct, and then they're like, okay, well, how was your experience? Did you do credit card purchase? If you're at a hotel, they're like, why were you at the hotel? Did you like the Wi-Fi? Write a review for the hotel, whatever. Yeah. So over time, you build up Google Play Store credit, and then you can buy games or movies or books or whatever, anything in the Play Store.
Whatever boats your float.
Yep, boats your float.
Whatever boats your float.
Yeah. Priscilla on chat said that he hasn't paid for an app because of Google Rewards.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so like I was like, I have $30 in Google Rewards. I was like, whatever, I'll buy a game while I was on my trip. So I picked up Portal Bridge Constructor.
Aha!
I had seen on Steam.
I wonder about that.
But I was like, I'll pick it up on my phone and play it. It is quite fun. It is, as far as I can tell. Oh God, what was her name that did Voice of GLaDOS?
Ellen something.
Ellen Lane. Ellen something.
Is it the same person?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same person. It sounds very similar. The humor is
Ellen McLean.
Oh, well, they have an official Portal license, so
yeah. So it's it looks good. It's fun. It's good kind of physics puzzling and bridge build puzzling. So I've been playing that. I also sat with my kid and played Mickey and the Castle of Illusion, which I think might be a remake of an old Sega game, but I'm not positive. Anyway, we played on and off. He'll play some of the first levels, which are easier, and then I'd play the later levels, and we beat that together yesterday, so that was nice. And we played a little bit of Slime Rancher.
Ooh, Slime Rancher.
Yeah,
some good stuff.
I haven't heard about that game in a while.
Yeah, it came out a while ago. I had actually had a license or a key for it from an old Humble Bundle, and ended up trading it away. So it's like, well, whatever. This game is in beta. It doesn't look like it's really that interesting. And then I happened to see some guy on Reddit talking about how he played it with his kid, and they loved playing it together because it wasn't like very violent and it was pretty chill and whatever. So it's like, I bet my kid would like to play that. So I traded some keys around. Barter.vg. I think I've mentioned it before. If you have a whole bunch of like leftover keys and stuff, it's a pretty good place to swap some stuff, swap some keys. And Little Baldur's Gate. And I also installed Pillars of Eternity just to try that out. It's really striking to me, like certain games, like when you create a build for your character, if it's a D&D game, like I know the classes, I know the races, I can kind of know what I'm doing. If it's most RPGs like Witcher 3 or something like an adventure RPG, you know, you usually have the opportunity to do a rebuild at some point. And it's also like almost any build will work kind of. But with Pillars of Eternity, like I can tell that if I spec things out wrong, I'm going to be screwed later in the game.
Wow.
So this is actually, I'm taking time to like look up some guides to let me know what to do. Otherwise I'm going to be lost. It is a very intense RPG.
I need to look into that.
Yeah, actually the sequel is available for pre-order now. I kickstarted it, so I'm going to try to play this one before the sequel comes out.
Well, I know that the music is pretty cool because I think I used some of the music in my D&D game.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was originally a Kickstarter. It's what's the name? Obsidian. It's basically like people who worked on all the old like Icewind Dale and Baldur's Gate, and there's like a bunch of those people who came back and made their own game. So
that's pretty cool.
Yep, that's most of it. Playing some Mario on Wii with my kid. Other than that,
and I have not been playing a whole lot of different games because, as I mentioned last week, I picked up Next Up Hero. This game that Hoarder Tribbles has been playing. He's actually a moderator in their Discord. I racked up 51 hours in this game in a week.
Holy crap!
It's Next Up Hero. It's kind of like it's got like a dungeon crawly feel to it. But the really neat thing about it is that every time you die on that level, you leave behind what's called an echo. And the next person who comes play it, whether it be you or someone else, can resurrect that echo, and that echo will help you out. And you can do things with echoes. You can actually use up echoes to make stronger, to have stronger abilities. So basically, you'll never get stuck on any given level, even the hard ones, even like the time limit pickup ones. If you get enough dead heroes, you can basically just have this one power up for days. It just wrecks everything. It does like 100% damage. You get extra health during the time. So it's actually pretty cool. I mean, you choose level difficulty. You play easy, hard, medium, hard. There's even an insane for the people that are really doing well at the game. I've been playing a lot of these insane ones. I think I've done every level between. There's one insane venture right now. I've done every level between I think 189 and 212, and it's kind of neat. When you get to the boss, you have the option once you defeat the boss to kill it or incapacitate it. And if you incapacitate it, it basically adds another 30 levels to your venture. So you can continue going further into the venture. And the deeper you go, the harder it gets, the more rewards you get, stuff like that. It's early access, and it is very early access. There are a ton of bugs. I think I've reported like a dozen in the last week.
I was watching you and you were going out of bounds like crazy.
Yeah, out of bounds is a big problem on a couple characters. Unfortunately, the two characters that I really like are really easy to get out of bounds. But I've kind of limited. I've figured out, just how to like avoid edges. When you're playing mixtape, don't fire your rocket when you're against a wall because you'll be out of bounds. Don't do that. Or at least on the other one, on Rook, it doesn't really matter because she gets back in bounds just about as easily as she gets out of bounds. So it's not too terrible for her. But yeah, there's a lot of interesting things about this game. Levels can have certain properties. Like you can have a basic level where you have to kill a certain number of enemies, or you might have a quest where you have to pick up a certain amount of prestige, or you might be finding a rare enemy, and every enemy you kill up until you find the rare enemy increases its health and attack. Or there might be fucking rocks falling from the sky, which, the developer who came up with that can go choke on a fucking biscuit.
It sounds like
it is the worst.
Would have some fucking rocks.
Worst. It is the worst level. I hate it. You can have darkness where you can only see the area immediately around you, which isn't too bad for Rook. There's a single hit mode where where if you take a hit you die.
I hate those kinds of modes.
There's a mayhem mode where if you take a hit you die, but if the enemies take a hit they die. They're all out of health. That's really nice for Rook, because on Rook you just turn into Boomerang, which is invulnerable to all enemies, and just run over everything. It's hilarious.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, like I said, it's very early access. It went on sale just after Valentine's Day, so I picked it up and just started playing it this past week, and it's kind of cool. There's just, it's not a really big community just yet, and I think the early access is why. But I've had a lot of fun playing it. And then the other thing I gotta mention is I've been playing a hell of a lot more Ingress again. We did a nice field this morning / afternoon. They call it the pizza field because it looks like a big pizza slice.
Oh.
And I think it got like what was it? Like 13 layers, 300,000 MU each. So it was pretty big.
Damn.
Don't tell the res I'm doing another one tonight.
Yeah.
I think I've been forgetting to play Ingress since I got it.
That
on the bright side, my username has changed, so it's not.
It becomes a habit. Yeah, I checked it out. You have literally full deployed on one portal and have done nothing else. that is how much AP you have. You have 1,750. But yeah,
I just sort of.
I checked your stats. So, but yeah, I mean, that's all I've been doing. So that's going to wrap up this second half of the show. Now we do have a legendary third half of the show. And everyone's like, what? You have 3 halves? How is this? But, that's just what we do around here. Yeah, that's right. Our normal host is got that Oklahoma education. That's why we have 3 halves of the show, because he can't do math. So this is the third half of the show, and it's something none of us own. It's the 6 Gaming Roundtable. All our tables are square. Mine's L-shaped, but
mine's more rectangular than anything.
Rectangular, yeah. It's the 6 Gaming Roundtable. This is where we come up with a bit of a discussion related to gaming, and this one's kind of just this kind of is like outer related to gaming. I'm really not sure how much of a discussion this is going to be, but I mean, this is going back to our comments about the graphics card and how it's kind of being repurposed to mine cryptocurrency. And we've already heard stories. I mean, we had a story a couple weeks ago about how I think it was Micro Center was saying that if you don't buy your graphics card with a new PC, they're going to make you pay more. And is this something that you guys think that we can expect to see in coming months, years, as cryptocurrency continues to roll?
I think they should just I think they should just make like specific graphics cards or specific something for mining these cryptocurrencies and leave the regular gaming ones to us who are actually going to use them for gaming.
They have. So I don't want to pay.
I don't want to pay like however much extra it's going to cost that they're charging for a graphics card. I barely make money as it is.
They actually have Bitcoin mining boxes that their sole purpose is to mine Bitcoin.
But they're basically manufactured with existing parts.
Okay.
So I mean, they're basically a box that has top graphics cards in it. So to your point, a company could create a card that is specifically designed to be able to do this better. But I mean, the total number they'll sell, like, if they're that good, they should manufacture them and just run them themselves, which is maybe there's a company doing that. Who knows?
Maybe.
But they call these specific chips ASIC, which stands for application specific integrated circuit. And Samsung is going to be making these. There's already a bunch of companies that make these things. So I'm not sure. I don't think these actually use. Maybe they do.
I just don't like it when a small minority of people mess things up for the vast majority.
Yeah, and this whole, I think I've talked about cryptocurrency before. It's just like I don't really feel cryptocurrency deserves being as big as it is.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
And maybe I just don't get it. I understand how the algorithms. I haven't looked at the algorithms myself, but I get the concepts. And I just don't know why it's taken off so much. Everyone's just like all into this. Oh, we're giving the power of the currency to the people, or it's maybe it's the novelty of having digital currency. Now, I've not quite figured out exactly why it's gotten as big as it has, but obviously it's affecting the gaming industry, and that sucks.
Yeah, it sucks a lot.
But yeah, it's interesting because they have another article where they speculate what happens if cryptocurrency completely crashes.
I get sad. I have a sad.
Dan gets sad, yes. But they're talking about what happens to the video cards. And they're basically saying
a lot of really inexpensive, awesome video cards available.
There would, and these companies would still make a shit ton of money, is what they ultimately came up with. But while this whole cryptocurrency thing is big, they're not. I mean, you can't even say they're gouging the market, because I mean, like I said earlier, it's supply and demand. If the supply remains the same and the demand goes up, prices are going to go up. So either they need to create more demand to help with that, or they'll just keep selling them at whatever price they end up being.
Yeah.
What's the price of the GTX 1070 right now? I think it's like ridiculous. I'm seeing it for 530, 469, 679, 531, 493. This used to be a $300 video card.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
or 400 if you
and in chat you said that there's a couple of crypto specific graphics cards and also mining motherboards.
Yeah, the crypto specific ones, those are the ASICs. Mining motherboards, ASICs. Yes, things that are specific for the logic required for crypto.
That's not right.
What's that?
The one I'm looking at that I bought currently says it's $800.
How much you get it for?
Probably less.
Yeah, like when I
bought it a year ago, so it was probably $400, $500.
Well, but you also have to remember there are some specific ones that like if I try to buy my last card from 5 years ago, if you try to get that specific one, it might be listed for like $600-$700 because they're just not on the market anymore. So if you want that specific one, but it may not be that.
It's an Asus GTX 1070, 8 gigs.
I mean, 1070 is should still be on the market, but
yeah, but this thing is telling me that most of the websites that are listed are $740 to $870.
It's crazy.
That's insane. I actually want to see what mine is now, because I got mine's like I said a couple years ago. I got one for my wife too when hers went out not too long ago. It's kind of funny. I probably replaced more graphics cards than any other PC part ever.
Yeah,
I don't know why that is.
Because they're easy to update and it makes your computer go faster.
Well, it makes gaming.
Your games go faster.
Yeah. Let me see real quick. Oh, did it just crash?
How much did I pay? I paid $538 for my graphics card.
All right, and it's how much now?
I'm gonna go have a look at the price.
So you could sell yours, make a $300 profit.
Fuck. Yeah.
Okay,
so mine is an AMD R9 290X, 4 gig of GDDR5 memory. I got mine for $329. I'm seeing prices range from $395 all the way up to $1,170.
Well, but like I said, some people list it for stupid prices. It's like if there's those articles every once in a while that says, do you still have your Beanie Babies because they're worth like $1 zillion? And it's like a listing on eBay for a Beanie Baby for like $700. It's like, yeah, but one listing means jack shit. Like I can list this coffee mug for $800 and say it's made out of whalebone or something, but that doesn't mean that.
Okay, hold on. These low ones are used ones on eBay. That's ridiculous.
Right. So like even the high ones are probably also used ones on eBay or new in
box. It
could
be, yeah. It very well could be. It's
just don't take
that's crazy.
Prices like that. You have to be careful about what they really are. If they're not a retailer, it's somebody being stupid sometimes.
I'm buying it from one of the more popular and trusted retailers in Canada. Vuugo, it's called, I think. With
Vuugo?
2 U's. Yeah.
Well, I've never heard of it.
VUUGO. It's a Canadian brand, I'm pretty sure. Because I don't want to order from the States because that's going to cost me like an extra almost $100 in shipping. And also the what's the word I'm looking for?
Taxes?
Conversion.
Oh.
No, the conversion rate on the currency. Like, let's see. How much is my $1 to yours? It's 80 cents.
Crazy.
So that $500 and 38 graphics card. It was in US.
Can't even find video cards on Verizon.
To you guys, it would be $400, but if it was the other way around, 502 CAD, that'd be almost $600, $680.
Crazy. Let me see here, because that's a. Okay, this is maybe I can get to the category from you. Video cards and video devices. That's what I'm looking for. And then I want to check 4 gig.
Welcome to the podcast where we look up stuff online.
Yeah, because I just find it ridiculous that these are as
ludicrously expensive.
Yeah, they're as ludicrously expensive as they are.
But when will then be now?
I can't find my current model, so of course my model's like really old. I mean, that might have something to do with it as well. So I don't know.
Yeah,
but
anyway, it's expensive and it's stupid, and hopefully it'll stop soon.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, and I don't really know if there's. I mean, short of the whole cryptocurrency market crashing, it's unless someone comes up with a way to do this reasonably well on something other than a graphics card, it's just going to continue, and that sucks for people that are making gaming PCs. Fortunately, when I made mine, we were thinking many years in the future.
Yep.
And even with replacing graphics cards, we've been able to keep up with the hardware.
It is almost always worth buying one of the newer graphics cards.
To
kind of future-proof yourself.
That's why I bought a 1070 when I was building this computer. I thought, I'm probably not going to replace it for a while. Yep. Let's just get something that can run everything now and replace it in 3 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even if then.
So, but yeah, I think that's, unless you guys have anything to add to this, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this up.
I got nothing.
And stop messing things up for all of us, please.
I know,
just let us enjoy our own separate things.
Yep. So thank you guys for watching. This has been the Six Gaming Podcast. We're here every Saturday at 8 p.m. Pacific. Shosan would hate me for saying that.
The hell time is that?
It's 8 p.m. Pacific.
Which is like 9 p.m. Mountain Standard. Does anybody use Mountain Time anymore?
No one.
Or is it just Canada?
Time. No one.
Most of Canada.
Not even Canada uses Mountain Time.
I think it's Mountain.
Even people that are in the Mountain Time zone use Eastern or something.
Yeah.
No, I use Mountain Time.
Some use Newfie Time.
10 Central.
Newfie Time. Yeah. Okay. On the other side of Canada.
Yeah, me and Dan here used to play World of Warcraft, and we had a couple in our guild that was from Newfoundland, so they were an hour ahead of us.
Did you just say Newfoundland?
Newfoundland, whatever.
Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
All the words separately.
Newfoundland. Land.
Are you from Newfoundland?
Yes.
And every Canadian will look at you like, eh?
No, not eh. They'll say eh.
Canadians say, "Hey, I get it."
Only Eastern, really. I don't think that's a thing in the Western provinces. Is that right? Because
I don't know what you're talking about, eh?
You do that good. I will say.
Having just been in Minnesota, eh? It's almost Canadian.
It's almost Canadian, and you can hear that come out and show every once in a while. Since he's in Minnesota. So that's going to do it. You guys can check us out over at 6.gg. That's our website where you can find out all about us, including our YouTube page, which, by the way, YouTube sucks. Just pointing that out.
Just consistently and
YouTube
always.
is consistently sucking.
Yes.
They're good for storage, and that's why we put our podcast there. And you can also find out about our Discord channel.
Hey, Twitch is storing everything now.
Everything?
I'm pretty sure, because now it's like Amazon owns it, right?
No, they have not changed that policy.
I don't remember seeing anything.
As far as I know,
past
broadcast only lasts for 60 days if you're a partner or if you have a Prime membership, and then 45 days if you're affiliate.
Yeah, I need to save all my observatory videos. I haven't done that. Need to do that. So anyway, guys, have a say it. Goodbye. We'll start with Dan.
Goodbye. That's all I got.
You're boring. Tangent Grabber.
Goodbye. I'd say to follow me on Twitch, but I'm not going to be streaming at any time consistently for the next 2 weeks. So work.
Well, I'm going to be streaming a bit because Next Up Hero has been fun.
All of you guys follow Ronkly at twitch.tv/Ronkly.
Yes.
He's very entertaining and charming and handsome, and he's sort of balding on the top, but that only adds to the charm.
I think that's maybe one of those is true. I'm not sure about all of them, but thanks guys.
You're just gonna throw out false statements until no one really cares anymore.
Yep, and we'll be back next week, hopefully with a lot more news. So until then, Dan, take it away.
See you. Bye.